What's good, family, and welcome back to another project. It's a blessing to be hosting the show for you today as always. If you are new around here and you're into hip-hop new era commentary and hot topics, make sure you hit the subscribe button and bell and join the family. When it comes to free car music, there's a couple of duos that are doing their thing right now, but not many quite like KP and Skino, two of some of the biggest faces out of the metro coming from the MLK neighborhood in Southeast. I'll say in hip hop, the DMV as a whole, we don't really receive our flowers like that, and when we do create something worth listening to, it either blows up locally and doesn't reach anywhere else, or it gets big enough for an industry artist to get on it and it basically becomes their song. The revolving door of a DMV artist becoming popular enough for an industry feature, but not popular enough for an industry hit. Songs like Riding with Ron B, Chopper City, and Still Looking are just a couple of hood classics from the duo in my opinion. I feel like we're entering an era where a lot of DMV artists are leaving their comfort zone and experimenting with music more. I think music in the big three has changed a lot within the last couple years as well, and that is huge within itself because a lot of cities are losing engagement these days with everyone sounding the exact same. So I'm glad that we starting to make a difference and see what's going on around the world. Out of every genre, I feel like there are a couple artists that master their art form very early, which gives them an anchor in the game and builds foundations for the music that they represent.
You and KP seem to be like really close.
Yeah,
So
that's
like,
my brother.
how did y'all meet?
Man, welcome, man, because we got a mutual friend, both our, my man Diddy, that's his man too. Yeah, my man B Diddy. That's both our brothers. So it's like, that's how we end up, you know what I'm saying? How we end up fucking with each other.
And this took place like around 2023, or was y'all cool like before
Nah, we
music?
been cool before that. You know what I'm saying? Because he done came around, we been around each other and all that before rap shit, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
We was cool, but we just wasn't as tight, but we was cool though. That was my, he was, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
He was a homie.
You would say like around the time KP started to really like blow up a little bit.
When he dropped that, like around that time he dropped that, what's the song he dropped? On that granny house jump,
Yeah.
that's when we started getting closer, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
That's when we started getting closer, but he was already a homie though, you hear me?
Right.
But me and bruh started really having a real, you know what I'm saying? A bomb, you know what I'm saying?
No, I feel that.
One signature that never misses is the high influence of 90s R&B music and the duo's performance. We live in an era where artists love to sample, but the sample doesn't love the artist. And a lot of projects that come with samples being implemented just don't mix well. I feel like free car music is so fast, so to add a twist on it like slowing the beats down and adding a classic vibe to the new generation is a good move, not only to push the genre, but also to keep music alive in general. I feel like a major thing that people forget is where hip hop comes from. Yes, the street, but it's a collective of things as well. The thrill, the trauma, the sacrifices, whether good or bad, they create the art that we love. The hardships and obstacles create the emotions and the relationships behind the lyrics. It's not an excuse for the bad that happens in the streets, but it's definitely a narrator to what's going on in real lives of the artists being raised by the lifestyle. Hearing both artists touch on their relationship and history with their shared friend is highly respectable. B Diddy is a name that heavily floats through the streets from songs to interviews, and he's shouted out very often. I have footage to include of him, but I couldn't find it. It's known that he was a face that was locked in with a lot of known artists, and obviously he played some type of role within the DMV scene, with him being remembered and respected by so many people. Similar to the New York scene dissing their Diddy, a kid that was on his way to being a baller, falling to gun violence, not being a gang member, but being associated to members of a gang. Even though he wasn't a gang member, rapper, or artist of any kind, he was outside and known to be around the OGs, which was enough to get him hit, dying to a culture that he wasn't even a part of. Even though these aren't the people that receive the spotlight, they still help paint the picture of those artists that we are listening to and the influences that bring everything together, like the music and the neighborhoods. Another thing that has to be talked about is the beef that this duo has in the city. And Skino has probably been dropping some of the most disrespectful music of his career and going viral many times for the exact reason. Also, anybody familiar with free car music know KP be dragging, but even in his features, he manages to push his message.
Oh, why you beefing with Bino?
I'm not. If I say, why you mad at me? I'm just rapping, bro. I'm just saying, bro, putting
Is Bino trying to get into a black box game?
you know damn well he ain't.
I ain't even trying to get into a black box
Hold
game.
on, hold on. Skano, Skane Bang. Is Don Bino trying to get into it with this shit, Skane Bang? Hell nah. Come here, Skane Bang. Skane Bang. Ain't nobody put Skate Bang on here. What they talking about?
Hey, y'all know they don't be playing games, man. Them serious peoples.
Who was?
Man, I'm big, bro. Like, he talking about
Nigga
who
slap the
us?
shit out Bano, man.
Damn, all that on Beto though.
Nigga slap shit Bano out here, man. Bano gotta chill out, man. It's Bano chill out. Like, you know. I say, I can't let him knock me off like I'm light show.
So people ain't trying to test that black box game. That's what y'all saying. Like black box ain't to be played with.
They just gonna see. Ask about the last testers. Ask about the last. Nah, ain't no funny no way. We just don't be giving a fuck shit.
I know. See, I take it to Maryland. 705. Skate Bang. I ain't missed the
real.
song, man.
Nah, for real. Nah, for real though, cuz.
In recent times, it's been kind of disappointing not seeing consistent music coming from the two. Skino been on the road collaborating with artists from other cities, which honestly is probably one of the most dangerous things that he's done. And I'll explain that in another project if y'all would like to see that. But nevertheless, he's been outside dropping music on the road, still making noise for his section. So I've definitely been keeping an eye out for his music and watching him grow through this period of free car music. As for KP, he has been featured on a couple of songs, but like I said earlier, we haven't gotten any new music in almost a year. I understand you never know what somebody is going through, but bro be posting on Twitter like he has nothing else better to do. But as a whole, I'm proud to see that these two have built platforms representing the area, and hopefully they continue to grow commercially, bringing more foundation to the entertainment scene in the DMV.